County.
Well, yeah, Humboldt County, Willow Creek Bigfoot. And this is a descendant of Patterson film, most likely. Because
male or female?
It looks
we don't
like,
know.
We don't know, but it looks like a male. And this one looks particularly tall. But I wanted to talk about the wife of that Mohawk guy on $10 million Bigfoot bounty who claimed...
He's animated and she's really quiet.
No, I agree with you in some instances, but when she's with him, she's very animated, and she argues with him in certain things to have her way. So it depends on the instance. But she claimed to have seen a Bigfoot.
She's the one that claimed to have seen a Bigfoot during the episode?
Yeah, I think it was episode 3 or 2 or something like that. They haven't put up 4 and 5, which are already out, but she said she saw it. She looked and she saw something tall, and it was dark in color, and it was hiding behind a tree rather, and then it kind of like darted to another tree, and then darted to another tree, and then just all of a sudden it was gone.
That at nighttime or during the day, or
I don't
know the circumstances?
I don't recall specifically because it's been a little while since I watched it, but I think it was during the day. It might have been later on during the day. But how would you solve this? Because she's, whether she's telling the truth or not, because she tells her husband and he says, "Oh yeah."
Well, then they should be tracking it wherever she thinks she saw it. They would have been able to track it, find evidence, footprints, hair samples.
And that's what they said to her. Why didn't you
absolutely
follow it?
Well, I mean, don't they want the $10 million?
Yeah,
that's a little strange.
Exactly, and that's what they're there for. And she says, "Well, it just was gone. Well, why didn't you follow where you thought it went?
Just go right to where you think you saw it, and do some research." So
then, when she meets up with other people, they say, "My wife thinks she saw a Bigfoot." Yeah, tell them, honey. And she describes her thing, and they go, "Oh, she must have seen Bigfoot." Okay, I got a way to solve all that beyond the shadow of a doubt. It's a $10 million bounty, which means they apparently have some kind of a budget.
So,
why don't they put cameras on their heads like they do on other shows, where you see everything they see, and then you'd be able to tell if they're lying or not? Problem solved right then and there.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that seems like the best solution you could possibly do.
I'm surprised they didn't bring that up on the show.
No, they didn't. I'm thinking like
finding Bigfoot. That's all they have is cameras on their heads.
Yeah, and you can have little mini cameras that don't cost a lot of money, and they're the thing is, they were filming her. That's another thing. They were filming her as she was saying this. Yeah, she was saying, "Oh, what did I see? Where am I?"
So what's the cameraman doing?
I know, and so what does the cameraman have to say about that? Maybe they don't include their opinions, but
they're not allowed to have an opinion.
Yeah, I hope it's not one of these mystical things where people think they're like. Why don't you describe the next episode, that encounter where this older male and female retired couple that owned a camper or RV or whatever had a Bigfoot that they kept going out and visiting.
The older couple that lived in a trailer?
Yeah.
That communicate with Bigfoot on a regular basis?
Did you remember that?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it on the next episode.